Oh, hey, we're live. The intro didn't go. Go ahead.
Hi, welcome everybody to I think this is the second to the last stream during Promptober. DJ is out chasing his art dreams, but we have a special guest filling in for him. We have Bad Bob Ross. How's
That's
it
right. I'm
going,
here all
Bob?
day. DJ's chasing his comic, his fantasy world. So we're kicking off week 5. This is really taking you aback, Alicia. You're
I can't. I just can't.
not. We're kicking off week 5 of Promptober here, our October drawing challenge at the Draw or Die Club. So what's the Draw or Die Club all about? Ali, tell him.
Well, there's a lot of drawing channels on the internet, but we're not a how to draw channel. We're more of a why to draw channel. So if you're just finding the Draw or Die Club for the first time, or you've only been with us for a little while, the purpose of the Draw or Die Club is to inspire artists to draw every day, find community, and just have fun with their art.
That's right. And these are also the souls of the people that have wronged me. Collected them in the afterlife. All right. So today at about a half an hour from now, we're going to do the giveaway for the special Black Wings and the other special prizes we have. What prizes are we giving away today,
So we
Ali?
have the new Black Wings volume set. I'm
Keep
sorry,
together.
I can't. Let me pull up the
My
special
power
prize
pose.
days. Let's see. So if you have visited promptober.com, you know that there are special prize days throughout Promptober, and the point of this stream is to award the winner of actually two. So with this being the last week of Promptober, there was one on the 27th. It had black wings and sharp teeth. And on the 28th, Werewolf's Delight. And I think there were probably like 50 or 60 separate entries. And those are separate from the end prizes. Um, this is the Blackwing volume set. And I think, Bob, was this one garden? Was that the theme of this?
Um, yes, it's like sustainability and going back to the earth.
And then for the Werewolf's Delight, we'll give away $100 in shop credit at drawordie.co.
Ali, we all go back to the earth one day. We're all just like these pencils.
This is true, Bob.
So you gotta, your time is limited on this earth. You got to draw every day, just like that shirt says back there. Those shirts are also available in our store. Um, just so you know, sizes are very limited, but let's yeah. Uh, okay, so also today we're going to talk about the live stream schedule after Promptober is over, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Today we can't figure this out because obviously this streaming platform that we are using right now that is not StreamYard sucks. So if my picture is a little blurry, but I'm going to be inking this up. This is something that DJ drew, and now I'm going to finish it and make it better because that guy can't really draw, but I can. So let's do that while we're talking about something. Alicia, let's talk about the Discord community. Actually, I think we should probably go through that a little bit.
Sure, Bob. So if you've been following along, if you're a member of the Jar or Die Club, you've probably seen that we have a Discord. We're getting better at Discord. I feel like as a Gen Xer and an elder millennial, Discord is a little bit foreign to us. But you can join the Discord. There should be a link in the description. If you need a little bit of help, shoot me an email, Ali at jardiclub.com, and I can give you a hand. Let me share. Actually, Bob, I think you have the show on screen for the
Oh,
Discord.
shoot. All
Um,
right. Check that out. Forgot. There we go. All right, let's get in here and look at this Discord. It's a little small on the screen there, but I'm gonna make it bigger. So we're gonna go in today's. So you can see here how we did it was every day inside the Discord, and we're going to be pushing a lot more people towards Discord because let's be honest, these social media platforms suck, and they're limiting artists, and it ain't right. And you shouldn't have to pay for every reach you get. So let's build out this Discord community. Love that all of you are posting your art in there, but every day there's been a different thread for these prompts. So let's look at Werewolf's Delight. That was yesterday, or yeah. No, I guess we should do Blackwing first, right? That was the first one.
Blackwing was Friday.
All right. It had black wings and sharp teeth. Let's take a look at that.
This might have been my favorite prompt this month.
How big is it on that screen there? I don't know. I can't get any larger than that. But if you want to see him bigger, you go to the Discord. There's a link in the description. You should be in the Discord because you never know when we're going to give away something randomly on this stream where it's going to make you post in the Discord. So you got to get on.
You might want to take a look at the Discord now. If you've not been in there in the last few hours, it might be important.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Here's Brandon Carr showing off. You know, he's got his process drawing in here. You can check that out. See him some other stuff. There's Steph. That's a good one. Good one. Here, Maddie Comics drew DJ with some sharp teeth and black wings.
I think this is the third time that you all have drawn DJ. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, he's got some lines on his face. He's getting old. What's up with that? Chicken butt. That's a spooky one. I like that. I won't spend too much time looking through all these. There's quite a bit in there. Let's see. Blackwing 666. That's an idea for Blackwing. I don't think they'll do it because it's probably not very probably limits their audience a bit. I wish I could just pan through these. All right, there we go. Yeah, there's quite a bit in here. Oh, we like this one too a lot.
Yeah, I really like that one.
And hopefully you guys blew up Blackwing. Well, you did because we saw a lot of entries in this. So they're good friends of ours and great pencils. World's best. Oh, that's pretty awesome. He's eating that pencil. All right, as one does. Great. So you have quite a bit of that. Werewolf's Delight was yesterday.
Was a great one.
Yeah.
He reminds me of a person, and I think it might be Ron Howard's brother. I can't remember his name.
Wait, am I in the wrong thread here? I am. So that got a little confusing. There's one thread you're supposed to post in. All right, there we go. Look, let's go to the top of that. Bon Appetit, baby. And then we got the Thriller, Michael Jackson, Werewolf. That's a good one. Those are good. Brandon showing off again with his process videos. You can check that out in there. Good stuff. Good stuff in here. It's really small, though, on the screen I've seen. All right. The Goodest Boys Ball. All right. It says Delight. I get it. Denny's, right? All right. Yeah, it's been really great seeing all the art coming through. Getting caught up as he watches the stream. Oh, that's now.
Right now. Meta. Very
all
meta.
Right. Well, look at that. See, that's what the power of Discord. You're in here. You're in it. So, get in that Discord. Introduce yourself. We got quite a bit of people in there that can help you out. Also, Allie and my time is a little bit limited as this club grows. But join the Raddest Drawing Club. You don't have to be in the paid club, but you should be. But
yeah, I want to emphasize. I really try to get back to everyone who needs help. There are so many different things, technology, strategies that we get questions on super often. And ideally, that would just be my job and to help all of you. But we do have limited time. I do have a job, we have kids and stuff. So the best way to get answers to your questions is to just jump into that Discord thread. There's a tool talk thread there. You can post your work in progress. There, is a space for mental health resources. And then a new topic called Chitty Chat. You can really put anything in there. So if you're struggling with maybe meta ads, or I saw somebody having a really great conversation about Redbubble in there. there's definitely so much knowledge in this group, and I think that you probably might get a better answer on some of those things from someone other than us. So I'm definitely going to keep trying to answer everyone's questions, be as helpful as we can. DJ does a very small amount of consulting calls every month, but there's always people in the Discord that are super friendly and helpful and wanting to help you out. So I would just kind of encourage you, join the Discord. You're going to be able to crowdsource way more information way faster than sometimes we can reply to DMs.
I had to take off this wristband because it's going to scratch DJ's iPad. Can't have that. So, you know.
Bob, I'm surprised that you're drawing digital.
Listen, oil paints are messy, so let's just we're cleaning it up here in the afterlife. So, and I'm all about learning new things. In the 1980s, there was no iPads. Allie, almost called you Alicia there, but we know your name's Allie. So, yeah. So you got to always be. I'm a traditional artist, but then I was like, hey, these new tools are kick ass. Imagine the type of stream or show I could have now. Come on.
Bob, are you here? Are you here all day?
Am I here all day, Alicia? I mean, Allie? This makes her very uncomfortable, guys. She did not want me to do this. But I don't care. I'll do what I want. Bad Bob Ross does what he wants, guys. So, yeah.
All right, let's give some stuff away. So earlier in the Discord, I asked what people were interested in winning. So I think we're going to do a Sketchin' Ain't Easy t-shirt. Fourth Wall makes it super easy for us to give away these items. Whoever wins, you'll receive a gift link. You can complete checkout without putting in any payment information, and it'll be completely free. You don't even have to pay for shipping. So let's go ahead and if you are a member of the Discord community, you're going to find a thread called Prize Thread and claim your t-shirt. And let me get that up on screen so you can see what that person's going to win. Hope it's there you go, Brandon Carr. Let's see.
All right, I had to kick that guy out of here. I kick him out. I can't draw in sunglasses, to be honest with you. It was really weird. So.
Okay. I'm so distracted. I can't even find this t-shirt.
It was making you very uncomfortable. So.
I don't think it's gonna get better.
Really? The skull thing is hey, good to see you, Brandon. Look at that.
Yeah. So, congrats, Brandon, on winning the Sketchin' Ain't Easy shirt. Just a real quick shout out to artist Miguel Abreu. We connected over Instagram. I found some art that I really loved and commissioned this shirt. So we're lucky to have it. And hopefully in the future, we can do some more collaborations with other artists in the club to get more kick-ass art on shirts and stickers and stuff up in our shop. Yeah. Brandon, I'll send you a link after.
This is totally off topic, but I was surprised how much Bad Bob Ross looked like my dad from the 70s. So, and I just talked to him, and he's been painting lately, which is a weird. My brother told me, he's like, that's pretty fitting because Dad's been painting. He's got nothing else to do. So he's
really,
yeah, he's been painting and drawing. So
he should send you a picture of the art so we could share it.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's a good idea. I should probably mail him something too.
I wonder if he would care if you shared it.
Yeah, I don't think he understands the internet too much. He's like us with Discord. He's like, what is this?
We'll get better.
Yeah, yeah, kind of.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about the Fourth Wall Shop. I know, we mention it because they are sponsoring $100 in prize giveaways this month. I think we're like way over that number at this point.
Yeah.
But it is a good way for you to list your merch. If I've seen some people talking about Redbubble or Spreadshirt or other platforms like that. And I think the conversation in the Discord was talking about how, you really have to flood those marketplace like platforms with your designs in order to get any traction. And they weren't sure if, that the time investment was worth it and how to get a design to hit. And DJ, I mean, you worked in that space for 10 years. So, I mean, do you have any tips, any ideas, any kind of direction on why is Fourth Wall what we use? And then how can somebody make sure that they're getting some traction with a store like that?
Yeah. So I mean, I did work in print on demand for 10 years of my life. So, and the quality is very similar to print on demand wise. What they call direct to garment. But the thing that I like most about, and that was Spreadshop I was using before. The thing that I liked most about Fourth Wall, and by the way, when I was still at Spreadshop, I was saying behind the scenes, I'm like, we need to get these type of features at Spreadshop, right? So it's things like being able to sell your stuff alongside. So if I'm an artist and I want to draw like a paint or like a little sketch cards or something, I couldn't sell those in my other shop without doing a lot of, you just couldn't sell them in a print on demand shop like Redbubble or anything like that. So, okay, this doesn't look too bad. The stream, I was thinking it's a little blurry, but super annoying.
I'm going to switch to our Fourth Wall while you talk.
Okay, you just go, switch to the Fourth Wall while we talk. And by the way, this is not sponsored by Fourth Wall. We only started using Fourth Wall because we tried to do Shopify, and then that was some extra costs, and like we didn't know if we were going to sell anything either. So it was kind of like, what are we doing here? Why are we adding all these costs? And she popped open Fourth Wall, and it was just super easy to put together, and we can sell our products alongside. So our sketchbooks, the stickers, the T-shirts we actually print, the ones behind me there. We print those locally. We print the hat locally, so we can actually do some self-fulfillment mixed with other fulfillment, digital direct, and some embroidery. Some of the other hats were embroidered, different styles. But yeah, talk through that a little bit. How easy it is to use it. But this is not sponsored by Fourth Wall, by the way.
Maybe someday it will be though.
Yeah.
So the main thing that was important to us was that we could sell our own things, and always kind of went down this path with the idea of like we were encouraging other artists and helping them make money with their art. So we wanted to really get to know a system that would be the best for us and that we could talk about in the future. And this setting up a product that you self-fulfill was a big part of that. So it allows you to do that. And then also the digital products. So one of the smartest ways to make money online is to create something once and sell it over and over and over again. So if you've purchased the different brush packs or template packs from us, those really help support the channel because we don't have to do any additional work. And it seems like a product that is really helpful to everyone at the same time. So it's like a win-win for us. So selling those digital products, those digital brushes, was a really great addition for us because it keeps us, with a little bit of income to keep some subscriptions, like hopefully the StreamYard video service thing that we'll get to, level this up a little bit. And we don't have to manually send those brushes via email every time, which is nice. So yeah, we haven't been on Redbubble for forever. So, there might be improvements there that we don't know about.
There's not. It's
no.
yeah.
But the marketplace game is like really tight. I mean, there's people that flood those marketplaces with like
Yeah.
tons of designs. So really selling to the people that follow you. Yeah, you could sell a beard kit. That's funny. um, um, the people that want to support you are, I think that's more reliable than just kind of like the post a million designs and pray. What do you think, DJ?
Yeah. And it's also a good way to test. And if you've never done it before, again, like if you've never sold any shirt designs online, don't give up. Like if you put up, I used to say this all the time. Like I'd have art friends who'd be like, they're amazing artists, but they would put up their designs and try to sell it on a shirt, and it wouldn't sell because they're posting on their Facebook or whatever. Like the real trick is to build up an audience around your work, you know, and that takes time. The true fans and things like that for your comic or whatever you're doing. Um, and I've seen plenty of artists do that online, you know. So you got to be consistent in putting out something, whether it's live streaming or putting out a comic. Um, uh, that's the real trick. And then once you have an audience, you can test and see. Because a lot of times, even when you're, um, semi-popular or you think you have a following, you're going to get people in your audience that are like, "I wish that was on a T-shirt, man." And then you put it on a T-shirt, and they don't buy it. So imagine if you were to screen print that, you'd be screwed because you'd have like all these shirts. That happened in the early 2000s with web comics a lot because there wasn't really any really decent print on demand um, back then, and you'd screen print something and then be stuck with a whole bunch of shirts or hats or something like that. So in a lot of ways, you can test the waters with the design and see how it goes. And if it doesn't work, take it away, put something else back up. Try something new.
So Daniel asked a really good question about what platforms you recommend for building an audience and if hashtags actually help.
Uh, yeah, okay. If I were starting out right now, honestly, I would use all of the platforms as much as possible, but probably Instagram would be a good one because it depends on what you're doing. Okay, let's start there. So if it's a comic, if it's your art, like art prints, art stuff, if you're a tattoo artist, I don't know. Um, but Instagram's probably a place where people go to escape a lot, which is good. So is YouTube. So is Twitter or X or whatever they're calling it. People just use it as like they're just searching around for entertainment. TikTok, those types of platforms are pretty good to kind of get your feet wet and getting known with your art. Um, but I think that if you're going to be serious about something over time, you need to have your own website and build a list. So something like Substack, and this is what we've built with the weekly newsletter Substack for Draw or Die. We started with like the weekly newsletter. So imagine if you're starting a comic right now, you're going to want to not just post that on like Instagram and whatever, because there's no way to watch it linearly anymore. So hashtags can help you behind the scenes. That answers that other question. But now if you go to search for hashtags, they're only showing you some of the results that they think you should see.
The other
Which
thing about hashtag engagement, and this was really surprising to me, is I read an article or I watched something that talked about they're going to serve you to similar things that you watch. So if you're
right.
watching other artists, if you're looking at other comics, it correlates the people that would be interested in you with the people that you are interested in. So when we are in the Draw or Die Instagram, we only follow other artists. We only watch content that has to do with art. We only like posts that have to do with art, because they say that that is a two-way street. Um, and that's interesting to me because I didn't really think about that in that way when we were first really trying to build up our audience.
Yeah, and with comics particularly, which is what I have the most experience with, that kind of sucks because I would be watching other artists, right? And so then my stuff would be being served to other artists. And it's nice that you have all these art friends. So for Draw or Die Club, it's great because you are the audience. That's perfect, right? But if I was doing my comic strips again, it would be different because even with my old webcomic, I had plenty of people that read my old webcomic, like Joe Quickle and like those types of vibe guys. It's going to show what kind of other comics is Joe looking at, and it's going to go, oh, Joe really comes back to this website to see this crazy comic. Let's share it with people that are like Joe. That's kind of where you want to get the algorithm going, your audience, right?
Nate has a really good comment here of recommending having a separate account from your personal account that is strictly for your art and design. And I think that's definitely a good strategy. And then I wanted to talk a little bit about, so DJ has a comic project that you may have seen, may not have seen, called Secret Forces.
Right.
And he's not doing much with that right now, but if he were to launch that again, we feel the audience for that would be kind of like the UFO Twitter crowd.
Yes.
So if he were logged into that Secret Forces comic, instead of drawing a straight line to following other comics, what he would do is he would find other things that are maybe paranormal or UFO related, and he would spend time logged into that account browsing, other Instagrams about aliens or alternate dimensions, or, the audience triggers, the lateral things that a person that would read that comic would also be interested in.
Tell them my guilty pleasure every night before I go to bed. Tell them.
It's very convenient because DJ every night before bed reads UFO Twitter and then, sends me articles from like
look at this crazy shit.
Tabloids and recordings of UFO videos. And I mean, I guess in 2023, we now know that aliens are real.
Wow.
For a while, I was like, oh my goodness, like, is DJ going to tell me that the earth is flat or that I need to put tinfoil on my head?
It's hollow. But I'm already priming my Twitter audience for, or I'm already priming Twitter. So no. But that's what I would do. She's right. Like it would be like, I'd be logged in as Secret Forces and I'd be going through all that stuff and engaging with that crowd. And then they're consuming that type of content, right? So that's good for science fiction. It's really great for comics and horror comics or comedy, any kind of genre would really have. Or let's not talk about comics for a second. If you're just an artist drawing in a certain style, like I use flower paintings as an example once. Like if you're just painting pictures of flowers, there's definitely an audience out there that collects that. You just don't know them yet. Like, right? So, so yeah, you just have to kind of be mindful of that when you get going. Like you got to say like, what is my whole purpose here? Like, what the hell am I trying to do? Like launch random stickers into the void, like maybe look at Chubblegum. Chubblegum's a good example. He's a great cartoonist, but he really focused in on that sticker game, and figured out who was buying his stickers, which a lot of school teachers were buying his stickers, which was crazy, right? Interview with him somewhere on the channel. You can read all about his story, but he's making over $1 million, a year selling stickers and notebooks and stuff out of his place in Washington, PA. I think he's probably even more now. It's nuts. Hey, that's the alarm for the first giveaway. All right.
Sweet. Which one are we doing first? Black Wings?
Yeah, I have the Black Wings primed up to share there. So we are going to give away maybe I don't have it. Oh, I'm going to do the same thing I did last week. No, I'm not. I'm going to share it right. I'll get it. Share the screen. I'm getting better at this. Where is it? Share a tab. Wheel. Oh, am I sharing it?
Nope.
I'm not. Well, what the heck, man?
There you go.
What? It's up there now? Okay.
It is.
Okay. All right. I'm moving my cursor over. All right, so this is for the Blackwing. I'm going to get rid of this first note here because it's like the Blackwing list. And when I spin this, what are we giving away? No, we're only giving away one. Yeah, and then we have two of these
set of
packs.
Blackwing volumes.
We have two of these packs to give away at the very end on November 5th's drawing prompt. By the way, we did not talk about that part, did we? That the prize form is up on promptober.com.
It is. Let's talk about that next.
Okay. All right. Let's just give away these pencils right now for those that have been chiming in. There's 33 people watching. Thanks for joining. If you have questions about art or any kind of BS, drop them in the chat and we'll get back to it. Let's spin it. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? We've got Kess 937. Is that
Jim?
Is that Jim? Kessel?
I'll figure
He
it
in the
out.
stream right now. Well, yeah, she has the username. We should talk about that too. We were just talking about that before the stream. So, congratulations, Kess 937.
It's Jim Kessler.
Jim Kessler. All right.
Oh, and I really love this art, so I'm going to share it because
Okay, go ahead. I'm going to unshare my stream. Right. Wait, how do I? There's too many things.
You're struggling. I got it. I got you.
Got it.
Oh, that's great. A good
one. That's the one I like too, with the eating the pencils. I like them all, but you know.
Yeah, I feel like this could haunt my dreams. So
yeah,
that's impressive.
Sweet. So yeah, you're gonna get this pack of one of these packs of Blackwing volumes. I'm gonna open it up real quick. I'm gonna contaminate it with. I like the color of this eraser too on this Blackwing. I like the color of the green. You got a little ruler on the side of this pencil. It's supposed to be for measuring your plants, but I think it could be used for other things.
That reminds me of like a moisture stick for like to see if your plants need watered.
It's supposed to be measuring the growth of your leaves of your plant, but I also like the color. You can't really see it too well. Oh, look, it's really coming in focus there.
It looks red, but it's really more of a brown.
It's like a chocolate eraser. Yeah, these ones are good, and it's a this one is more of a the graphite is a balanced graphite on this, so it's not soft, not hard. It's kind of in the middle. Probably more like it's probably like a Blackwing 602, if I'm gonna guess. I haven't drawn with these yet. But we'll get it.
Back to UFO talk, which could be our side podcast if we ever wanted to do that, because I think we could talk a lot about that. Daniel was wondering about any other UFO stuff. What was that podcast that we were into for a minute? That was really good.
Oh, High Strange.
High Strange was really good.
Really good one. That's on all the Spotify, Apple Podcast, and that's a good one because like that guy that was running that is kind of like skeptical. He's like a journalist.
He's a really good journalist. I listened to something else that he did that I like his first one. It was like a murder podcast because I'm really into like the unsolved crime, basic white girl shit. But he does a good job.
Keep talking while I reset for the werewolf giveaway.
Okay.
I gotta be honest. I forget what we're. Oh yeah, I remember now. Okay, I forget what we were giving away for the werewolf prize. I got it now.
Chickabutt says the confessionals is a more serious one. I don't know the confessionals. We'll have to look that up.
Okay.
Wow, we've like hit a cross topic. Cryptonauts in Our Strange Skies is recommended by Maddie Comics.
Well, listen, artists, we all are into this weird shit. We look at supernatural stuff and magic. I mean, I've talked about it in the past where I got really into sleight of hand and like just try. I always want to try and figure stuff out. We talked about the ghost story on the last stream. So we're like always like, Alicia's very skeptical about ghosts, but she wouldn't let me buy a ghost box. Right? I'm like, well, if you don't believe in ghosts, well, then why can't I have a spirit box in here?
UFOs and ghosts are like sister topics, like
supernatural. Yeah.
But one is real and one is not real.
Yes, I still got this. I'm just gonna start wearing this.
Brandon named the other podcast Up and Vanished, and I looked up his name. The journalist is Payne Lindsay. And I
Oh
know
yeah,
it has nothing to do with drawing, but like huge
he's
shout out
great.
to he does a really great podcast.
Yeah, he needs our shout outs. No, he's great.
Maybe he'll shout us out.
Yeah, I love the way that. So this is going way off topic here, but I love the way and they put that podcast together. The pacing of it. So there's some music that comes in and out. They curate the background music and like that intro song for High Strange is like it really gets stuck in your head. And you get excited when you start to hear it. You're like, oh, what are they going to talk about now? Like somebody saw a UFO. Whoop de doo. No, they're really good stories though. Makes you think. Makes you think. I can't wait for season 2. I think it's coming out.
Did you queue up that Werewolves Delight giveaway?
Oh, yeah. Let me put that on the stream. All right. So Werewolves Delight, what are we giving away right now, Alicia?
We are giving away $100 in shop credit to drawordie.co.
That's right. We could also, I just was thinking. No, I don't want to change it up right now.
Well, we can give away more things when we're done.
Oh, let's give away one more thing then too.
Okay.
If people want it, I don't know if people would want it because like nobody signed up for it. Okay, anyways,
spin the wheel.
Maybe we'll do something in the chat here. All right, let's spin this wheel. Like spin the freaking wheel already. I'm gonna bring Bob back. You gonna put up with your?
Don't bring Bob back.
Who is it? Okay, all right. It looks like right between Debbie the dog.
Debbie the dog.
He's over on TikTok. I know that one. Got to do more on TikTok. There's too many things, too many channels.
And I was going to bring that up earlier when we were talking about, building out your channels and where to start. And you said like all the channels. We try to do that. And it's so hard. It's so hard to do all the channels. And I don't think we should advise people to do that.
Yeah, I don't think you should be on all the channels. I think you should start with, let me get rid of this stream here. Hide on the stream. I think you should probably start with one and get really good at it. So for art, I'm just say again, pick, TikTok's been really good to me. I don't even post on TikTok and I've got over 48,000 subscribers, millions of views on there. That's weird.
But I don't know if all of those people are real. Because I think it's like it's a vanity metric in a way. Like TikTok shows you those thousands of subscribers. But
I'll tell you who it is real to. Potential sponsors, the perception of your following. Like even at work right now, if I pull open that TikTok and I show them, that people go like, "Whoa, oh my god!"
But like, isn't it weird? Isn't it weird how much more effort we put into Instagram and YouTube and everything else, the newsletter subscription list, and we have 47K on TikTok, and we've not broken, like 3,000 on Instagram. It just seems weird. It just seems weird to me.
Yeah, we're just speculating. I'm not sure if you can really trust TikTok, but it doesn't matter. I think for like perception value, if somebody looks up your name as an artist and they see that it is an imbalance. I mean, DJ Kaufman only has, I don't even know, I'm probably at 4,000 followers on Instagram. I've been on Instagram for years. And the same username over on TikTok has 48,000 followers. And every day that I open it up, there's new. And I'll tell you, I think a lot of because I do kind of scan through. Like if I opened it up right now, I'd have 2,000 new followers. It's about 2,000 new followers a day or something. It's crazy. And I do kind of like just randomly click a profile to see if they're people, and they're people. They're real people posting weird shit, like weird, like they all have different stuff. Sometimes they're just dancing. Sometimes they're talking to the camera. A lot of them are artists, but I don't think that that's where I don't know. That's just not where my audience is, if that makes sense.
But if you're to believe the numbers, that's where your biggest audience.
It would be for random entertainment. I think people like that scribble challenge there. They like that, but they could be a 14-year-old kid or they could be anywhere and not give a shit about anything else I'm doing. It's very escapism. So if you're going to launch some sort of entertainment thing, TikTok might be your jam. My money's on YouTube. So I think building your brand on YouTube, whatever that means for you, and that's a tricky thing. I was going to say, there's 33 people in here right now. You mentioned the consultation thing. So I'm doing like a couple consultations here and there. Maybe we give away a consultation call. If you want it, they have to do something in the chat. Maybe we can gather their names. And then if you would like a consultation call, and that could be about anything from your business to your balance, whatever. I think Mike Royal's in the chat. He just did one with me this past week. So if you want one, how do we do that, Alicia? Go ahead. I'm gonna keep...
Drop a topic in the chat that you would want to consult with DJ about. It'll still be a random pick, but I want to make sure that it's something that he actually would bring value to, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So YouTube channel growth, time management, how to make money online with your art, or, just like, I don't know, just make sure it's art related in some way. And just in the YouTube chat. You don't need to go over to the Discord. We can do that right in the chat here. UFOs, you want to consult about UFOs? Maddie always has the best comments.
Yeah, I'll consult you about UFOs.
Just pay for half an hour to just bullshit about UFOs.
Yeah. I would donate an hour, for someone, I think. Because we get questions that range from how to do Procreate stuff to launching new comics to character design. Like, that's crazy, right? Like, but yeah, and I might not have all the answers, but I can at least hear you out and probably point you in the right direction for some stuff.
Sometimes it just helps to like brainstorm with someone else, like get like verbally saying things out loud. For me is like where I have ideas. Like, I don't know if other people are that way, but like working on something in a vacuum is never as productive. All right, I'm gonna hide me because I'm gonna gather up some names.
Okay, you go ahead and gather some names, and then I'll let you pick. She'll pick as the chief operating officer of the Draw or Die Company. You pick. Make a surprise for me. Yeah, so, and then I guess I could talk while she's picking about that. Today's newsletter topic was this start again, right? Because I've been thinking about that this week a lot, was the idea that, gosh, there was a 14-year-old kid. It turned out 14 years old in the comments here on YouTube, stressing out about making money with his art prints. And I'm like, dude, you're 14. Like, oh my gosh, like, you don't stress out and judge yourself based on what you're doing right now. You got time to figure that out, figure out your art, and, goodness. And I'm 47, and, I recently just have been thinking about this a lot because 10 years ago, I started over completely again after 16-year marriage. And, I thought wasn't the way that I thought my life would go, in my dream life. But, and up until then, I had done some successes with art. I had some success with art. I did it for 13 years full time. You can't just, people quit, but they don't really quit. So every time I ever put something away, it was always kind of in my mind, right? And for me lately, that's been comic strips. So no one really wanted comic strips anymore. Or you can't really on the surface, you can't just go out and start making money drawing comic strips for people, right? You can. And I did do that this year for like the LinkedIn guy. There was a LinkedIn comic I was working on through Saul Cold, and there's some freelance opportunities to work on a comic strip. But this idea that like these skills that I had from like ages ago, comic strips, right? And then when I really started thinking about it this year, I was like, boy, that's one of the first things I wanted to do when I was a kid. Was I wanted to be like in Garfield or something, right? Like, I wanted to do a daily comic strip. And then I did that over the years. I did it. I got into newspapers. I did all that. I saw the ups and downs. And then we did web comics, and that was a crazy time in life. A couple people here know about that. Brandon Carr was in a group of webcomic people with me, and PV Comics, and it was fun. It was like fun times, and people were actually making some cash with their web comics, and um, the skills that you needed to do a daily comic strip were still there, teetering around my mind, and I had to. It's always there. It's just always there. You don't have time to do it when you have a day job or other careers and stuff like that. You can maybe do like a weekly or Monday, Wednesday, Friday comic or something like that. But daily is always just stuck in my freaking mind. And how ironic it was to me to just be like, see that job opening thing for a comic strip artist through the V Friends. And I'm like, wait a minute, I could do this. Like, I got the skills. I know I could just do, I can't, it's not like I can do it in my sleep, but I'm like, bang, done. Right. I'm your guy. Let's go. And, but I just thought like, wow, that was skills I did 30 something years ago with my life. 17-year-old me had those skills, and 20, 30-year-old me did it. And now I'm even stronger to just like that, turn it on, turn it off. Oh, Chicken Butt said, why not team up and start instead of having a daily comic on your own? I see Allie. Why not have 7 people do that way with Build It Up with you,
Do
together?
we have any 7x7 people here today?
I don't know if there's any 7x7 people, but Chicken Butt, we did do that before the pandemic. We actually gathered up a little group of people, and we had a different comic every day and they were local Pittsburgh artists that I knew to kind of get them motivated and going. And the pandemic screwed it all up because we were having meetups and stuff like that. Uh-oh. Magical says there's trouble viewing the stream.
And Mike Rowe said we froze earlier. Our internet seems slow today.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. We'll keep that in mind. I know that this drawing stream looks a little blurry too, so I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna stop streaming that. I think maybe I'm streaming too many things too.
So Mike Royal Designs wonders what is 7x7.
So 7x7 was a group of 7 artists from Pittsburgh. Well, I was one of them, and we just did a daily. We had a day of the week a piece, and we put out 4-panel comics. So instead of trying to do tons of graphic novels and like a regular daily comic strip, we each had a one day. We had 4 panels, and we told a story in those 4 panels. And those exist somewhere. Probably the best place to find the 7x7 comics right now would be on Facebook. There's probably still the old Facebook page. But it was a good thing. It was hard to manage all that stuff because I was just doing it. I was kind of managing the whole project, but yeah, that's how old webcomics used to be too. You'd have some hubs of friends getting together. PV Comics, which was the one that Brandon and I were in. I remember Boxcar Comics. That was a cool little one with a few of us. But then it just kind of stopped. People stopped doing that. But going off on a tangent there. But anyways, like, yeah, starting it again. Like if you have these skills.
Chicken Butt had said that group projects don't never work for them because there are people that aren't as invested in it. I think there were definitely people that got busy in 7x7 and exited the group. But the nice thing was they were all individual comics. So like if Wednesday's person didn't get their strip in on time, it was just their comic that was delayed because every day was a different strip, like a different title.
Yeah. And we rotated in a couple. I don't remember. Like, I think we rotated in a couple new ones or something like that near the end. But that kind of evolved into the monthly drawing meetups because that's kind of where, like, the same people were still like, can we get together? Can we, draw again together? And it wasn't just about the comics. It was basically just encouraging each other. So this is kind of an evolution of that spirit of the drawing club. Now it would be great to take our platform here and encourage all of you to go do that in your areas, right? Because there's probably cartoonists and comic artists in your town. They just don't have anything. They're kind of on an island. So, I mean, I encourage you to become the little groups in your town, even if it's just for fun. Forget money and all that stuff. But we had some big ideas. But it's the more big ideas you have, it can kind of start to crush the fun of doing that thing. Like where you're like, we all have to make our deadlines and get a book together to go to this comic convention, and then it becomes like pretty stressful. Um, and you want to kind of keep it fun. Um, but yeah, back to the topic of the newsletter. It's okay to start again. It's okay to kind of feel like you're stuck right now, but you're not done. Like it's just maybe if you're in that point in life right now where you're like, I've got all these skills and I don't know what to do with them and I feel like I'm a waste or whatever, just wait because the moment might just come. It might just come out of the blue. You just don't know when it could happen. Or you might start something new with the skills that you have. Could be a comic, could be become a tattoo artist. Who knows? Like, there's a million things you could do. Mike Royal in the chat, we had that talk this past week. I mean, he did airbrush painting on helmets. He still does it, like helmets and everything for years. And now he's looking to get into changing from the airbrush stuff, getting it into digital. And I was like, man, you should be on live streams. Like, you should be on TikTok live or something like that. Um, there's different phases you go through in life where, especially as the older you get, you're not done. You just go like, wow, I've got all this experience and all these stories. Now you evolve into the next chapter. You just keep evolving and evolving. And I'm only 47. That seems old, I guess. But, you know, I don't know. I'm like, I still got some years in the tank. Oh, you're going to do a spin? Okay. All right.
I'm gonna spin.
Oh,
Do I just click the middle of it?
yep. Yeah, you just click the middle of it.
All right, let's go.
Oh, this is fun. Yeah. See, Stan's 59. And I'll still
Like Mike Royal.
Mike Royal. All right. We'll make it. We'll set you up, Mike, for a second call. I think we were going to talk at some point. Anyways, we'll get you there. Let's
Let's
do
share
another
the
one.
love. Let's do one more. Let's
All
do
right.
one.
It can't be Mike again. All right. Steph without Sarah without an H. Yep.
Perfect.
All right. Great. Great art too. I've seen Sarah's work out there. I think we've chatted back and forth in comments and stuff. We'll get back with you with a Calendly scheduler thing. But yeah, we have so many conversations with artists that are kind of like the same situation, and I feel the same. Like, running this Draw or Die brand is pretty awesome, but it's also like I'm not really. Am I completely fulfilled because I'm not drawing comics and doing what I really want to do by myself? You know, so here I am pitching for a comic strip job. It's crazy. I never thought I'd be doing that at 47. But if I do it and I get it, it's proof that it. I want to be. I don't want to just talk. I want to show you guys that it's possible to do it because I don't feel like I'm the best artist. I'm definitely not the best artist in this whole community. There's so many killer artists out there that just need a little, nudge towards, figuring their shit out. So great. Yeah, we've got a Calendly set up somewhere where you could just like pick a time too. We'll get that to you guys. It's usually like Wednesday nights, something like that. Speaking of which, okay, so that's the newsletter topic. Any other questions? Drop them in here real quick. We got a few more minutes left. We got about 10 minutes left on this stream. I think I'm happy to talk about any type of topics you want to talk about. And Allie, you had the topic about you're an outsider, kind of. You think you're an outsider. Like she comes at this very from an outsider perspective. Talk about wanting to know how to ask to buy art from artists. And then you got a bunch of artists in the chat here, so they can all give you their answers.
Yeah, so I'm super inside my own head all the time. And there are a couple times during Promptober that I'm like, I want to own this art. Like, but I also feel like there's like a lot of people that create art that like it's just for them. Like it's not meant to be sold. And I didn't want to come off like like the Great White Father, like, I would like to buy this art from you, but like, what what is your perspective on, like, if you post art and like someone really loved it, like would you want them to comment like, hey, can I buy this, or DM you? Like, is that creepy? Like, I I know I'm overthinking this, but like, I really want I really wanted to ask someone to buy their art, but getting wrapped up in like not making like a faux pas or somehow like insulting them, like I just didn't even ask, and I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah, I think I could go first. I'll just say, like, I've had people reach out to me and ask for if something was for sale. And a lot of times it's just not, because I just wasn't even thinking about how I would sell it, or it was digital or something. But I wouldn't mind having, there you go. Brandon says, is this art for sale? Is a great opening question.
It seems so like easy, but I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to message.
I think it's more of a question for artists too, is like, what would you do if somebody reached out? Would you have your rates ready? Would you know that little sketch that you, because I think in, let me give you some behind the scenes. Like, she's seeing stuff that's being drawn small some of the times in even the small notebooks, and she's like asking, like, what would it be weird if I reached out and asked if I could buy this? And we're talking like tearing it out of like a field notes or something like that, right? um and I don't think I would know what to charge if someone wanted to buy, like, I'll show you real quick, like,
I mean, a couple of people have said like, I want to buy your book. I want to
okay,
buy that field notes when you're done with these prompts. But I
well,
feel like you probably wouldn't sell it.
there's an old one, like, draw this in your style. Like, if someone was like, can I buy that astronaut from you, I'd be like, you don't want to buy that, like, right? But they, 20 bucks or something, I don't know.
31. That's cool. So TK says that they set all of their October sketches for $31.
Oh,
That's
that's a
cool.
good idea. So getting creative with I like that. Yeah, I've had people ask me. There's a couple people that used to buy my art at Steel City Con. One guy in particular, he saw my daily prompts for the Secret Club thing, or the Secret Promptober, and he's like, "I want to buy this sketchbook," and I'm like, "I don't even know what I would sell that for." So maybe I'll just take that 31 times 31. What is that? Do the math. Be like, here, you could buy this for this. You know. I'm looking at some of the comments here. What's
Yeah.
this say? My favorite brand. I was so flattered. Okay, so that happened to me. I made a comic about my favorite brand of mustard. He wanted a print, and it was the first piece of art I sold. I was so flattered, excited, and honored. Wait, it cut off.
It just ended there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've definitely had people reach out. Depending on how you tag it, too, it could be interesting. You might get on the radar of somebody.
Super Red said, what if it is in a notebook and you don't want to rip it out? Then I guess you can't sell it. But like,
Could you
if they
remake
wanted to
it?
pay you $100, would you cut it out of your notebook then? Like,
I would. I would suggest to remake it. Like, I can make you a new version of this for a price, maybe. Um, that's interesting. Yeah, I do see a lot of people selling their Inktober sketches and things like that without without much problem. I think it's, again, if people like your art and they're following your art and they're like really digging what you're drawing, like, yeah, they just want to not only just support you, but they're like, they collect the art. Okay, cool. I think that looks pretty good. I don't know how that's coming through. I hope the stream is looking all right. Our
that's
internet.
not too bad. There's still 33 people here.
Yeah, people are just tuning in. That's cool. Do we want to give away anything else today for anybody that's still here?
Yeah, we'll do that. I like this comment though. Hashtags art for sale. So like, that would have made it easier for me to ask, because I would have been like, oh, they do want to sell this. But I'm probably not normal in my inability to just say like, hey, is this for sale?
Yeah, and I'm not. I mean, it's just personal. To do commissions is also a personal choice. For me personally, I stopped doing just open commissions unless it's for like a friend or someone I know, that asks for something. And then I might even do it for free if I like you. But don't ask. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I just spent I just picked up the new I spent I just picked
Wow.
up yeah. I picked up the new notebook order from our local printer this week on Friday. So it's we have quite a cases of new note of the we'll call it our signature draw everyday notebook. So and they're coming 5-packs now. They bound them in 5-packs, which is very nice.
For scale,
Right. It's a field note size.
it's like a little smaller than the postcard. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, didn't think about that. Firehorse Arts said they were watching it on TV and they weren't able to chat. I do that sometimes. Yeah. When I'm watching my friends. So we're gonna give
So
away the Draw or Die notebooks.
how do
Five
we wanna...
5-pack?
Yep, a 5-pack.
Okay. All right. And yeah, so the idea with that is, well, listen, if you want to buy these too, that would be great because we've got a lot of them now. So
We just ordered 1,000.
yeah,
So
we have 1,000 of them.
The first order we did 500 in this size, and now we didn't do the tiny ones again.
We still have some tiny ones.
Yeah, this is clearly what people want though.
Yeah.
So they're in stock. But let's do the dice thing. Do you have two dice there?
I have 2 dice here. I always have dice.
So lowest number possible is 2. Highest number possible is 12. Put it in the chat. What do you think you is gonna roll?
All right, I just rolled.
Well, you gotta wait. You gotta wait because they're
okay. Oh, so now I gotta re-roll?
No, you just type 13, Maddie.
No.
Maddie won last week, so
yeah.
I'm guessing he's taking his roll. So between
the first person that gets it
and 12.
Okay.
Give him a moment.
I'll give him a minute to see.
And then, do we want to do some patches too?
Yeah.
These are going to go up in the shop probably this week. But we'll give away 4 for now.
Okay. All right. So how are we going to do this? I'm going to tell you the number that I rolled.
Yes.
And then you can go back and find the first person that said that number. I rolled an 8.
Magenta.
I rolled an 8. Was it magenta?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now roll again.
Roll again. Someday I'll have like a camera that you can, like the dice cam. But we're not, let me go. I rolled a 9.
Chicken butt gets a patch.
9. All right.
Again?
Roll again. All right.
Yeah.
That's another 8. So who was the second person that did 8?
TK.
TK. Awesome. Patch? Is that a patch?
Yep. I got 2 more. Go again.
All right. That's a 7.
Norxoma.
All right. This is a fun way of doing this, actually, if we have multiple things to give away.
And last one.
All right. Last patch. I like those patches. 10. 10. Woo.
Maddie Comics.
All right. You get a patch. If you don't, I don't think we've. Are these on sale yet?
No.
Okay. All right. Well.
No, I'll probably put them up in the shop this week.
Yeah.
We kind of paused the shop. We haven't been running any ads or really doing any promotions because I want to make sure that we're focused on Promptober.
Okay. Yeah, sorry if the stream hasn't been quality. We don't know because we can't watch our own stream, but our internet's been a little sketch today, but hopefully it's been good enough. I think we've had enough people chatting back and forth, so thanks for hanging in there. I think that's going to be it for today. So, by the way, it's the last week of Promptober. It's not too late. You got a few days. You can catch up. Every drawing counts. And that form is at promptober.com, and it's in the link in the description here. There's a link over to the form, or a link to Promptober where you can get that form. And we did a walkthrough video this week that's on the channel too, on the live tab. You can see the walkthrough of the form, how it works. Got to do a little bit of math, and then Allie's going to check everything. So make sure you're being honest, because when we're drawing those, we're going to look. When we draw a winner, she's going to peek at your submission. So, you want to be honest.
I will verify.
Right.
So, if you have any questions about the order form, the drawings, I think I have most of your addresses that won, but or at least your Instagram handles. It's helpful when the Instagram handle is the same as your YouTube handle, just so I can cross-reference. But if I can't find you, we'll catch you on another stream. But I think I know who all of these people are. So
Okay.
Awesome. My email is Allie, ALLY, at draworddieclub.com.
Put it in the chat. All right. That's it.
Mike Royal wanted to know who won. So just in case we glitched out, let me go over just the quick winners from today. So Magenta won the 5 sketchbooks, Chicken Butt, TK, Norksoma, and Mighty Comics all won patches.
Mm-hmm.
The Blackwing Volumes was Jim, whose username is Kess937, and Debbie the Dog won $100 in shop credit. Mike Royal won a 30-minute or is it an hour? Is it an hour or 30 minutes?
Hour 30. We did an hour with Mike.
Yeah, an hour consultation call. And Sarah, without an H, also won a consultation call. So congrats to everyone, and we'll catch you for the grand prize drawing.
Yeah, November 5th. So be ready. And then keep an eye on, if you're not on the weekly newsletter, be on that newsletter for real, because that's where we're going to be blasting out some of the reminders too this week to, like, hey, it's time. Here's the link. Go. So, all right, everybody, stay encouraged out there. We will see you soon. Looking forward to seeing what you draw today, and looking forward to more Bob Rosses. We got to get some more Bob Rosses today. Bad Bob Ross. So. All right, everybody. Bye.